Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003, and well, it's time for the one and only Martinsville race. You might be wondering why. It's Martinsville, it's such a great track. Unfortunately, it's glitched out when you have 50-lap races here, and the AI likes to pit like 3 different times, so that's besides the point. So we only run one race here. I love the track, I don't want to remove it from the schedule, but it is what it is. So as you know, the dog days of summer are approaching. This is your upcoming schedule. Got Martinsville, Rockingham. God, I love Rockingham. Dover, and then I think that's the only Pocono race. I think no, we have 2 Pocono races. We only have 1 Michigan race. I get those confused a lot. Updated standing. So after winning back-to-back races, we moved up from 9th to 7th. But I think this guy right here, check this out, is the hottest driver in Winston Cup competition. 3 straight top 5s. This is not the Kevin Harvick that you know and love. Look at his statistics. I mean, look at this. Full time, every year, a whole bunch of goose eggs. He has 5 Winston Cup wins in the year 2010. This is not the Kevin Harvick of all. I mean, look at this. His average finish, not too bad, but he's in Richard Childress's best car. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for Kevin Harvick. And with Dale Jr. finishing 2nd, Marlin having a great run, nothing really changes up there. We'll be running the primary paint scheme, and let's go to Martinsville. Alrighty, folks, we're terrible at qualifying. I know. 31st car is just absolutely garbage. We made some wholesale changes to the gear ratio and the tire pressure. Hopefully that helps. But without further ado, let's go trackside.
Everyone, we're glad you could join us at the historic Martinsville Speedway for today's Virginia 500 on MRN. And Barney, this is one of those tracks where the term rubbin's racing says it all.
Drivers work the brakes hard at this racetrack. It's like 2 drag strips with short turns. The wear and tear these cars take from the track is bad enough. Then add in some good old beating and banging with other cars. Now that's stock car racing, baby.
The 149 car really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
Ashton Lewis looks to turn his luck around in this race.
He definitely needs a good finish, not just for himself, but for the team, his sponsors, and everyone else involved with that team.
Jeff Burton will try to use this race to close in on the points lead.
Oh yeah, and all these guys in the top 5 are fighting hard week in and week out to gain as many points as possible. It's harder to pick up spots once you're into the top 5.
Alrighty, folks, here we go. It's going to be Rusty Wallace and Jeff Gordon on the front row. Check out the number 7 car of Jamie McMurray and Kevin Harvick continuing to heat up here in the summer stretch. I don't count out Harvick for the championship. I'm telling you, he's a long shot. 3 straight top 5 finishes. Watch out for the 29 car. We're going to be starting deep in the field here, but will the glitch happen again? Where the guys will pit twice when they don't need to? We'll see how that happens. So anyways, let's go Martinsville racing. As you see Kurt Busch right ahead of us. Don't want to dump our teammate on lap 1. It's a 50-lap race, so we're going to mow the yard a little bit there. But it's a long event. A lot of beating and banging. And any corner, you can destroy your race car. Got to mind the nose on these machines. Go try to just get as much track position as we can, because once the lap down cars are everywhere, good luck. We got Bobby Labonte right there. I think that's his 01 paint scheme. Definitely a cool looking race car. Love that lime bright green. It's probably not as bright on, you know, whatever you're watching this on, but I have my contrast on my television while I'm playing this. I have it much brighter, so it makes the colors look more vibrant and real. Like if you look at what's his face's Michael Waltrip's paint scheme on NASCAR Thunder 04. The paint scheme looks very flat and dull, but in real life it's metallic, right? They didn't have all that, you know, metallic paints and all that different stuff on the Thunder games back in the day. So sometimes the artwork color and stuff can look a little bit wonky jaw. Whoa! Hello, Steve Park. Somehow we're 27th. It could be worse, right? Check that out. Marlin's behind us. That's a heavy hitter for the Winston Cup Championship. We need to keep him back here, guys. Love Sterling Marlin, but you got to do what you got to do. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get this run. Let's get this run. Dive down here. Get underneath the 45. Or no, we can just take him out. Sorry about that, buddy. Got to run on the 18. Come on. Don't want to hit him. Don't want to hit him. But just not enough there. I mean, if you really think about it, Martinsville, it's like drag racing and then doing a U-turn. That's really what Martinsville is. You know, it's a drag race to the straightaways. How fast can you get through the gears? How much horsepower can you cram under the motor? And also, how quickly can you do a U-turn? That's pretty much Martinsville. I do wish the next-gen cars would get back to this style racing, though. When Martinsville was really, really good. Because, to be honest with you, the Martinsville racing we see nowadays, it's only good when it's the playoffs. Because drivers are intentionally knocking each other around. But if you look at the spring races, it's really bland. I mean, there was a time and place where the spring races, back in the Nextel and even the Sprint Cup days, they were a demolition derby. Every single time. Sure, you might have one guy who leads 300-400 laps, but it was a demolition derby. Guys beating and banging the entire event. These next-gen cars, the way they shift and the way they turn so well, it doesn't race good on short tracks. So I really hope that somehow, some way, they find a way to correct that in the future. Because short track racing needs to be great. It really does. 26 right now, the leaders are already cooking. I mean, he if you don't smell what he's cooking, you're going to get passed real quick. He's already 65% of the racetrack. He's already ran it down. So we better start putting some cannon fodder between me and him. I just can't get behind this daggum 18 car, man. Tried overdriving it, tried underdriving it. Kyle Petty, he's hanging tough behind us. We're going to get around Gordon Burton here, hopefully. I don't want to tear him up. Oh, nope. Sorry, buddy. Get that run off the corner. And there we go. Come on, come on. Can we finally get around this 18 car? Wait for the same real estate, but I'm taking it. Use the 63 as a pick. Come on, come on. There we go. Nice. So we're 24th. We're making a little bit of headway. I mean, Tony Stewart's back here, so, I mean, we must not be the only one having a bad day, including Dale Jarrett. Let's get a top 5 update. Let's see what's happening. Rusty Wallace and Jamie McMurray and Kevin Harvick. I'm telling y'all, do not count out Harvick for this championship. This guy's had 3 straight top 5 finishes. He only has 5 career wins in 9 full-time seasons in this playthrough. I'm telling you, this could be a huge year for him. Who knows? He is red hot right now. And don't count out McMurray. Driving that number 7 car. So we can try to get around the other Joe Gibbs Racing cat. No, 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 no. I'll get him the spot back for that. That was all me there. I've completely botched that corner. That was all me. But I got to get by him. So he better move. No, 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 no. Oh. Like you want to get close to him to knock him up the racetrack, but you don't want to run him over. And we ran him over. So that's not good. I owe him a Christmas card. Let's get around Terry Labonte. They really need to do a throwback to Terry Labonte's 01 to 03 car. Like, real talk. It is one of the greatest paint schemes ever. that bright orange, and you know, in real life it's a metallic blue. In the game it's just a flat blue, but in real life it's a metallic blue with bright orange, and you have all the colorful characters on it. I mean, it is one of the greatest paint schemes in NASCAR history. And he had so many alternate paint schemes too. He'd have like the Mini Wheats car, he had the Cheez-Its car, the Got Milk car. And then Kyle Busch, whenever he took over in what was it, 05, he had paint schemes that were alternates too. My point is that we need more cereal brands back in NASCAR. I'm a huge cereal fan. Caution on the speedway. This might be the best case scenario, because guess what? They might not pit twice. And I want to say it's for the 25 Hendrick Chevy, and it is. Alright, let's get a swig of water, because we're going to have to pit here, probably. Oh, he just lost it off the corner. Oh, heavy contact there. That was a demo derby slam. Must have just locked it up off the corner. Man, oof. That's a heavy hit. A lot of body work on that. Alright, so we're going to bring it in here. We're past our half on our fuel. This could get dicey, but I think we'll be good on fuel. If there was overtime, then yeah, we would be in a bind. But I think we'll be okay, guys. How y'all doing out there? Feel free to give the video a huge thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and do these options in the start menu so I don't die. Do we want to... Let's just repair the damage, because I feel like if we get on a crazy restart with some lap down cars, we might get a DNF. I'm just gonna take the conservative route here. We've done great the last 2 races. Let's not give it up. You know what I'm saying? Because the leader's already done clocked like 15 cars. So that means there's going to be 15 Bozo McGee's in front of us, just like Dale Jarrett and company. I mean, they're just parking on pit road here. So we definitely got to keep our nose clean. We've already roughed up Tony Stewart. We're again getting blocked by this 88 guy. I mean, we're going to have to go get FedEx at this point. I mean, the UPS cats. Oh boy. I'm just kidding, y'all. Oh, look at this. And he gets a... he goes and gets the Dollar Tree, what is it, drill gun. Come on, guys. It's hilarious. 19-second pit stop. And that's not including getting blocked in on pit road. And we still came out 19th. So someone had to not pit. We're going to check the top 5. Nick Murray, A. Smith, and Bill Elliott. Would not be surprised they didn't pit. Who knows? Let's see how this... They might have already pitted. I don't know. I'm perplexed. Either way, we got to rough up the field to get up there if we want to win this thing. I don't think we have a winning car, but who's to say we don't get a debris caution or two and it mixes it up? And if a couple cars stayed out, odds are they're going to slow up the competition just a little bit, which is going to make it easier for us to move through the field. Because Martinsville is really a chain link. Whoever's slow up front will eventually find their way slowing up everyone in the back. I don't want to rough anyone up, but I want to rough everyone up. And it's funny, it's because I race really aggressive on this game, right? And sure, you make a lot of mistakes, but I race really aggressive. But I'm playing as Jeff Burton, which is, like, historically one of the most conservative drivers in NASCAR history. I mean, he could have won the first ever COT race if he would have just gently bumped Kyle Busch out of the way, and he didn't. Sure, he went back and won that race the following year in 08, but it just, like, it just shows you, like, he was, even in some of the most historical moments in the sport, he was not willing to put the bumper to somebody. I'm not that way. I will move a driver. Don't dump them and wreck him. Just a little love tap up the hill. To me, that's just stock car racing. You do that in IndyCar racing, yeah, you probably shouldn't be there. One wrong tap and you're in the catch fence at 230 miles per hour. So we get around Mikey here. Again, I don't know who's a lap down and who's not. Oh, that was bad. I thought we were clear. My bad, Mikey. Oh, no. Yep, Tony Stewart is going to be whipping us after the race. It's confirmed. He is going to be at our hauler. and it's not going to be pretty. That's the third time we've ran into Tony Stewart today. Yeah, he is going to be taking it out on us. If this was NASCAR 06, he'd be having that animation where the drivers get mad at each other. And no doubt about it, there'd be a very strong man in an orange jumpsuit ready to whip us. Because Stewart is going to be PO'd. And especially at a track like Martinsville, you can't leave that easily, because the haulers, the way they get them in, they have a gate they open up, right? There's no tunnel, so that means you're stuck inside this racetrack until they clear all the celebration trailer and whatever. Oh boy, that would be the worst place, to get stuck in the middle of Martinsville with a hot driver. We're 15th. You're clearly not going to win this race without some strategy. A. Smith out front. McMurray has fell. I still think he's got a pit, though. I would be shocked if he got that position by raw speed. But hey, I love seeing first-time winners. I love seeing upset winners. I always root for the underdogs in these games. Just like in real life. I want to see the guys who have never won win a race. Or the guys who barely win a race. Always a fan of the underdogs. Our car is just not that great, but a top 10 would be perfect. I mean, we've won the last 2 races, right? So it's like, you can't do much better than that. As long as we get through Martinsville without destroying our car, we're good. This could be bad. We got a guy blown up on the inside. That is Bill Elliott. He was running in the top 5 today. That's very unfortunate for the Evernham Dodges. Oh, come on. If we can get around this daggum Napa Dodge, we'd be good. That's 14th we're at, thanks to Bill Elliott's engine failure. Sorry about that. Chase needs to do a throwback to that Evernham 9 paint scheme. I don't know why he hasn't already. I mean, it's literally the perfect throwback. He was in victory lane in 02 when he won the Brickyard. I mean, why couldn't he just run a red, Chevrolet Camaro and throw HendrickCars.com or something on the hood? I don't freaking know. Heck, he can run a Coca-Cola paint scheme now. He's sponsored by Coke, so that would make a cool throwback. All right, 13th. The top 10 is in sight. And if we catch a caution, we get spicy. I don't know who's a lap down or not. Your race leader still A. Smith, but Jeff Gordon lurking. Can he get by lap traffic fast enough to get away from the 24 car? Or is it going to be a Hendrick Motorsports victory? Come on, we got to get around some guys here. I'm so sorry, Newman, but I gotta go. I don't know who's a lap down. I think Jarrett's on the lead lap. I'm sure these 2 fantasy cars are a lap down. So that means we got to get around the 88 quick. Is that another engine failure? It is. How about that? 41 car from Ganassi, back-to-back Dodge engine failures. Ain't that something? That is so reminiscent of that race we had on Thunder 03, I think it was, when Martin was going to win the championship. And he literally disappeared from the racetrack, and we seen 2 Fords had, 2 or 3 Fords had back-to-back engine failures. It was the craziest glitch I've ever seen in the game. Like, literally, Martin disappeared from the game. It was insane. That's what it reminds me of. So back-to-back Dodges failing here. They're going to have some questions come Monday morning. I think it's Martin, speaking of which, in the 9th place position. Oh, no, that was 4 position. How? No. I'm confused, guys. Was the 41 for position, or that car we just passed for position? Gordon has taken the lead here at Martinsville. Come on, we need a caution. That's another one for position. So the theory I'm cooking is that there were some cars that pitted at the perfect time when that yellow came out, so that they didn't go a lap down, and they were able to cycle out ahead of everyone who just came off pit road. That's the theory I'm going for. That they pitted at the perfect time before they went a lap down, and that allowed them to stay out during the caution, get that track position, and now they're slowly dripping off because they had, a little bit older tires. But hey, a top 10's a top 10, especially at this joint. Martinsville's, it will chew you up and spit you out. Let's check again, see how Gordon's doing. He is leading. Ricky Rudd, tough break in the Pepsi 400 with an engine failure. And see, this is when Martinsville doesn't glitch out. When you have a caution somewhere early in the race, the game won't glitch out. But if it goes green flag, guys, it'll be, you'll see them pit at like lap 21 through 24. And then like 10 laps later, they'll pit again. So you're like a lap ahead almost of everyone. You're like a lap ahead. It basically just gives you a free win. Which, let's just be honest, nobody wants to watch that. It's like the Richmond day race. It's not that the game's broken or not. It's just the race length and the way the AI is. There's some sort of a glitch. If I were to run a shorter race length, that's for position. I want that. We might be able to get a top 5 here. Let's go for it. If I was to run a longer ranked race length or something, it probably wouldn't affect it. Mark, I'm so sorry, but I need these points. I can't even believe we're in the top 5 right now almost. There we go. Okay, we need to be careful of that right front. We've cooked it way too much. That 7 is for position, though. We need to get around if we can, but we don't want to destroy the race car. Oh, he bobbled off turn 2. Don't destroy the race car here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Coming off the corner. 4th place. What a run. That was insane. We qualified 31st at Martinsville and finished 4th. That is a miracle right there, guys. Wow. What a great run. What a great run indeed. Mark Martin, he got 7th there. Jeff Purvis, 8th place. And Gordon gets the W. But how about that 142 car? Great run there as well. So let's take a look through the running order. Of course, we did have that caution that split the strategy. You had guys you already pitted. They stayed out. That was kind of cannon fodder, so to speak, for the leaders. They had to get by them, and that worked into our favor. We were able to get by the lap traffic, or slower cars rather, faster. But the story of the race is going to be the 2 Evernham Dodges. Bill Elliott. I mean, look at that. Started 5th. He was running up front. Engine failure. And then Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy Spencer. not exactly Bill Elliott in terms of skill, but another Dodge from 2 different teams having a late engine failure. So we'll have to see how that one shakes out moving forward. But what a run. So that's 3 straight races with 3 top 4 finishes. And how did Kevin Harvick fare? Not too good. Kevin Harvick, oh boy. 21st. See, he qualified 6th. He was running up there. I think he was on the wrong side of the caution, probably. He might have been, I don't know, he might have pitted and got a lap down. I don't know. He didn't get a lap down. He might have been coming to pit road when the caution came out and he couldn't pit. I have no idea, but I think it actually burned him there. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And, of course, for all your NASCAR diecast shopping needs, feel free to check out that promo code down below. Use code DIECASTbuffet at Circle B Diecast for any orders, $30 or more. You'll save on shipping, guys. Gordon wins at Martinsville, but you know what's coming up? Rockingham, my favorite short track. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Diecast Buffet, signing off.